Hello, here we're going to solve x plus 3 out of 4 is greater than x minus 2 out of 3 plus 1 out of 4. So for the very first thing, let's get rid of the denominators. In equations and inequalities, you can get rid of denominators by multiplying both sides or each term by least common denominator. And in this case, it will be the product of 3 and 4. So least common denominator is equal to 3 times 4 is 12. If you remember what the terms are, you can just multiply each term by 12. Or if you don't, we can just put parentheses around each side of the equation and multiply them by 12. So let's distribute 12. We have 12 times x plus 3 out of 4 is greater than, let's distribute 12 into this parentheses. We have 12 times x minus 2 out of 3 plus 12 times 1 out of 4. Remember that a whole number is multiplying the numerators, or you can always put it out of 1. And in fractions, you multiply numerators together and denominators together. I can reduce numerators and denominators. So for the first fraction, 4 in denominator will cancel with 12 in numerator, and we get 12 divided by 4 is 3. In denominator, 4 and 4 will cancel, times, let's put the numerator in parentheses because it has a plus, and we have x plus 3. So 3 times x plus 3 is our first simplified fraction. That's what multiplying by LCD does. It gets rid of the denominators. I did not solve anything yet. This is just a simplifying part. Greater than or equal to. In a second fraction, we can reduce 12 and 3 by 3. So let's divide both of them by 3. 3 and 3 will cancel in denominator. In numerator, we get 12 divided by 3 is 4. Let's put parentheses around the numerator because it has a minus. So we have x minus 2 in a parentheses plus. In the last fraction, 12 and 4 can be reduced by 4. So 4 and 4 will cancel. 12 divided by 4 is 3. So our simplified equation becomes 3 times x plus 3 is greater than 4 times x minus 2 plus 3. And from here, we can just proceed to solve our inequality. So let's distribute 3 on the left, and we get 3x plus 3 times 3 is 9 is greater than or equal to, let's distribute 4 into this parentheses, and we get 4 times x is 4x, positive 4 times negative 2 gives us negative 8, and we have plus 3 at the end. You need to simplify before solving always, so let's combine like terms at the end. We have 3x plus 9 is greater than or equal to 4x, negative 8 plus 3. Different signs, we look for difference. We have more negatives, so difference is negative, and 8 minus 3 is 5. Now we can begin solving. So let's get the x's to the left side of the inequality by minusing 4x from both sides. And we get 3x minus 4x. We have more negatives, so the difference will be negative 1x plus 9 greater than or equal to, this adds up to 0, so we have negative 5 on the right. We have negative 1x plus 9 is greater than or equal to negative 5. To solve for x, let's subtract 9 to both sides, and we get negative 1x. 9 minus 9 adds up to 0. Is greater than or equal to. We have negative 5 minus 9, same sign. We calculate sum, and the sum will be negative. The sum of 5 and 9 is 14. Negative 1 of a variable is never a solution, so we need to make it positive by multiplying or dividing both sides by a negative 1. So let's divide both sides by negative 1. When we do that, we need to reverse the inequality. So we get, instead of greater than or equal to, we get less than or equal to. Negative divided by negative, we get positive x is less than or equal to negative 14 divided by negative 1 is positive 14. So this is our solution. To get the interval notation solution, let's graph it on the number line first. So here's our number line. Since we have less than or equal to, we use the filled-in circle at 14, and our solution set is all the numbers that are less than 14. So everything that is less than 14, let's say if we pick this number x equals to 10, 10 is less than or equal to 14. So this side to the left of 14 is our solution graph. The numbers go all the way to the negative infinity on the left. So our solution will be from negative infinity. Infinity is encased in parentheses. So negative infinity, comma. The answers will go all the way up to the positive 14. And since we have or equal to, this number is included in the answer set. We use the brackets to close the interval notation. Now this is the interval notation of our solution. That's all.